Welcome back to Politics Watch. This is Sir P. Now today I'm going to do two things. I'm going to play a clip that the JCF put out in response to the, as we've been saying, enough people have been saying, that the way how them deal with the barrel full of gun wasn't the right way. So now, my spokesperson for JCF has responded, and I'm also going to be talking about how the short-sightedness and wanga-guttedness of enough of the people who work at the wharf and the customs end up play a role in Jamaica being a crime-infested, murder-infested nation. A nation that continuously tops all the worst charts you want dip on. We'll get into that. But first and foremost, I want to send a special Patreon birthday shout out to none other than Booker T. Right, long time supporter. And I mean a supporter in every sense of the word. I mean the place of Booker T word, the people that must tired of me now. Because every video will drop, right? It have to go up on the big screen and everybody will walk in there for hear it. Right? So Booker T, big up yourself, bro. More life, long health, right? You don't know. Big up the family as well. Respect every time. Right? So now we'll get into this. I'm going to play a clip. And this is a response from the JCF. In particular, the senior communication strategist, Dennis Brooks. Let's listen to what Mr. Brooks had to say in regard to the criticism JCF been coming under.
People sometimes have unrealistic expectations, which are based to them on common sense. But for us in law enforcement, it does not operate necessarily the same way. In relation to this criticism of why don't you allow the contraband to pass out so that you can apprehend a particular persons, that in law enforcement is referred to as controlled delivery. It doesn't always operate like how people see it in the movies. Controlled delivery works best when you are initiating the process and you have control over all or most of the variables.
When you hear that, well, there's nothing hard to understand. That's probably one of the most exquisite demonstration of the English language you'll ever hear in your life. I'm going to break it down piece by piece. But we start with the very first section, the very first clip I'm going to cut out because I want to hear the keyword when used.
People sometimes have unrealistic expectations.
Unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations. From the way the man talk it, I swear say we ask them for flying on a helicopter, tie themselves to the bottom, have two guns, right, in each hand, start fire from the sky, right, choke out from the helicopter, land, roll over 2 times and shut up B-87s. That would be some movie star thing. But saying sit back and make the people them come collect the barrel and then track it is unrealistic expectations. Because let me play the rest of the clip.
Criticism of why don't you allow the contraband to pass out so that you can apprehend a particular persons, that in law enforcement is referred to as controlled delivery.
Okay, so you can see clearly them have the textbook side down. When it comes down to the textbook and the theory, them know because them can tell the real name feel, right? Controlled delivery. Okay, alright. We're with you so far.
It doesn't always operate like how people see it in the movies. Controlled delivery works best when you are initiating the process and you have control over all or most of the variables.
May I go just say it right there, so. Can you hear me say it all 2021? One thing I tell them. It's either you can't do it or you don't want to do it. Movies, let me tell you something. There is nothing spectacular about setting up a basic sting operation. There is nothing Hollywood-esque about saying sit back, make the people them come collect the barrel and track it. People of Jamaica, yard and abroad, get this now on the head. This is 2021. Even regular civilians can track them car from the comfort of them phone. Man have them phone and track them car, man. Man will have coaster bus, I track them bus. Man can track all them pet. Anybody can go on Amazon and buy one little tracking device and track anything. And JCF, I tell you, say, expecting them to pull off a sting operation like that, right? It's something where, this doesn't work like that in the movies because it's controlled deliveries and we need to control all the variables. What I must say is them can't think on them feet. Because you see, it's one thing if you have the textbook, right? It's one thing for sit down as, alright, we're going to do this and we'll do this. But you know what is exceptional policing? You know what is exceptional operations? When you buck up in something and then on this spot you go, alright, this is what I go do. Change this, move that, make it go on. That is what separates the good from the great. When time them did find the 115 handgun and the 4 rifle in Miami, what did the US police do? Them pack back the barrel them and send them straight to Mobile, and then them set up 24-hour surveillance. And if it wasn't for the crooks them on the Jamaican side, we would have catch them on them. But somebody tipped them off to Uncle Sam, find the bust, and they are watch it 24 hours, and the people in the body come pick it up. So what is real life for America is movie for JCF? Why Uncle Sam and Fiend police them could have said, you know what, make the barrel go on. Remember, so them catch the big shipment, the 115 handgun and the 4 rifle. It was Uncle Sam who find it, and then say, you know what, on this spot, repack the barrel with other things and send it on. Make we see who come pick it up. Why Uncle Sam never said, well, you know, the controlled delivery and we couldn't it's better when we can control the variables. Why didn't never say that? Great officers, great soldiers, great whatever, any job they're in, the ability to step outside of the box, tear up the box and think on your feet quickly is what separates the good from the great. What kind of control delivery? What kind of movies? Let me tell you something. Enough of those Hollywood movies, police are firing and all over the world don't do things where them see in the movies. Movies do things where them hear police do. You think say a Hollywood invents sting operation, a police do it and Hollywood put it in a show. Why you think certain countries, let me say this to one because somebody have to say it. In Jamaica, people have gone like say a buck ups why certain countries or certain people read certain things or achieve certain things and others don't. Think of buck ups. Asking JCF to sit back, make the people them collect the bird and track it. Is movie star thing. So you know so if Jamaica they have to deal with some problems other countries have to deal with, may I talk about real geopolitics, may I talk about countries invading and have to deal with an aggressor, you know Jamaica is screwed. Jamaica is screwed. When you watch certain movies and you see, you have a man who is from one country and him learn an entire different language and he's now working for another country. But he is really a double agent because he collect information from his original country. But his entire life is spent attached to a second country. You think them things that are just movies, them things that happen in a real life. People infiltrate other governments in real life. People infiltrate other armies, other police branches, whatever the case may be. And sometimes some of them even live long enough to retire and I'll know people that know them that work for this country or that country. Nobody don't know. When Uncle Sam did want to take down the mafia and all these organizations, you did have police officers who go join gangs, go join the mafia, and even go on ops with other 87s. Some ops where people dead. Police used to go on. This is real life, you know. Uncle Sam used to send them police to go on ops. After them join the mafia, join certain gangs. And police will stand up and watch 87 kill man and don't intervene. You know why? Because their job is to collect intelligence. Police are follow 87 go up and apps go kill man. Just because him knows a film job is to then one day stand up in a court of law and sink this organization. Him not go, alright, see, me catch you kill one man. Yeah man, you know long more and all no. No, him sit down there and embed himself for years and watch 3, 4, 5, 6 or 20 murders. When the time for go to court, gang get sing, mafia get sing. This is not movies, this is real life. This is how you bring down organization. This is how you stay ahead of criminals. You don't use muscle, you use your brain. Jamaica is obsessed with muscle. All about the physical. Jamaican culture does not respect brain power. It does not respect intelligence and strategy. It does not respect patience. It does not respect time. It's all about who can kick down the door and make the most noise and get the most video light. That's the culture. So this is not unique to JCF. Of course, as them catch you going to make be nice. That's the Jamaican thing to do. Their US counterparts show them how them do things. Art barrel and move it on. And then wait. Movie. The state with all its resources can't track a little barrel. Them don't even need somebody to physically watch the barrel live. You mean in 2021 them can't find nothing. Them not have no tracking device. Nothing where they can just stuck in one local spot on the barrel and just say, you know what, make it go on, make somebody collect it. When you get to the point there, we're gonna see who come out the yard. That's asking for too much. That's too much for JCF. The people of Jamaica need to know that JCF thinks they wanna watch too much show. Wanna watch too much show because asking us if you just sit back and make a sting operation, right, let that go down. Wanna watch too much show. Because it's all about the control delivery where we can control all the variables. Because that's how real life work, right? In a real life, you always get to control the variables. Let me tell you something, people of Jamaica. Enough man we turn down at Jamaica can't turn down nowhere else. Enough of these big dons where Jamaicans have cleared themselves over. Why do you think I talk about dons like this? Because I know say at Jamaica alone them man they can shine. At Jamaica alone them can turn down. Certain countries them wouldn't last a month. Your biggest don you can think of at Jamaica wouldn't last a month in a certain other place. For them feds get them out quick. Or somebody like Brebe if you have ready this road people run up and down. And the man at El Chapo. Security forces can't stop him. Them can't stop him, them not have no answer for this little young so-called Don. Is either you can't do it or you don't want to do it. Or bed bugs can cause so much problem in a Rivali, Bucktown, Waterloo Lane. Security forces can't bring down the bed bugs. Bed bugs, you know. When I talk about, when I people realize that even at its prime, even in its peak, Klansman was no Cosa Nostra. When I people realize that. Even at its most powerful back in the day when time they were united and Teshada run this and them did have Overyas and J-Bad and everybody is still alive. Even then, Klansman was no Cosa Nostra. The operations was nothing sophisticated. All these big gangs, the stone crushers, them can only shine in Jamaica. Yes, of course, them violent enemy shot you 100 times, but in terms of infiltration, a joke thing. Can somebody explain to me how a struggling YouTuber, whose main goal is for bad mind scam and fight against artists, make up things to get views, manage to penetrate the Klansman system deeper than the JCF and the state with all their resources, with nothing more than the help of a few volunteer PIA special operatives. Volunteers, they're not paid for do nothing. Right? Then they're gonna big school go learn the police work. Them volunteers. So the state with all the money, all the links, the state reminder, JCF can pick up the phone and call Uncle Sam. The Jamaican government can pick up the phone and link with Uncle Sam and say, listen, we have some money over there, so we feel sad them are sending the gun them. We need them to do this and we are going to do this, and when one day so, we go here so. Why doesn't that happen? You think that because Uncle Sam don't want to work with them, or them don't want to work with Uncle Sam? Because your favourite criminal knows as long as him reach on the next side of the waters, case drop. We not find it strange say Uncle Sam extradite the whole of him. Anybody will hurt Uncle Sam, him extradite him. But how often a year Jamaica extradite man? You can be the biggest gunman in Jamaica. If you touch America, Jamaica's like, well, that's it. He's gone to the promised land now. Time to move on. We don't need to bother looking into nothing. We not find that strange. We not find it strange saying the entire existence of Jamaica, we've never hear say the shipment of gun get catch and we catch the man them. The network behind it, never, ever. We not find that strange. Not once. Not once. The police say money love kill up on themselves, go and talk about it. Them man if you come run, name the successful operation. Where your favorite big time bad man police go on. Go on, tell me about the two look young 87 when they shot out in one corner. Tell me now. Because it's all about the muscle, not about the brains. All about the muscle. All I can tell you remember the time they go and go shot. Go on, tell me about the operation. Tell me about the operation that is even worth a documentary. One that was heavily built around intelligence and strategy. Outsmarting the 87s. Go on now. How often it happens? Very few and far between. This is annoying. You know why? Because I know so there are people in a JCF who can do it. You see, if it was a case of I know so nobody in a JCF does not have the ability, but that's the way I saw it because you can't expect a 500-pound man to turn a great sprinter. He just can't do it. But there's talent in JCF, but you know after that talent, they're not going nowhere. Let me explain something to JCF and Jamaica as a whole. You don't need to be 65 years old to be good at something. When you notice a foreign, when you see some little whiz kid get put in some position, you think to yourself, boy, him do that at 25, him do that at 30, do that at 35. In Jamaica, people feel like say you have to be 65 and 70 if you know what you do. Well, you know you're young youth to just come. Maybe he's brighter than you, maybe he's smarter than you. I'm not a book smart. You know, if you know one job for 35 years to know what you do. Some people just brilliant like that. Some people just have the idea. Some people their mind are sharper than others. And those people need to be pushed to the top and start making some decisions. Right? But Jamaican culture as a whole is like, well, who do you think you are? You're not 75. So you must know so much. You look at you, go sit on one side. No matter how brilliant the idea is. The man say, you know, work like in the movies. A basic. You know why the barrel needs to be tracked? Only remember one time the politician secretary they go collect the last shipment of gun. What come out of the case? Nothing. What me telling you say, just collecting the barrel, right? You need them. After the barrel collect, you need to carry it, because if you really want to sync the network, right? Because I one thing for lock up, for example, the woman who come collect it, but if you really want to sync the network and get that network to get information from other man and bring down this and bring down that, you need to catch them red-handed. You need to carry the barrel go where the barrel go, right? You need to make man come visit and take up for them tree, go out to it, and so you bring down man. JCF I say, oh, them confident I'm going to lay charges. Lay charges when the business about charges, we business about convictions. We business about convictions and bringing down networks. Locking up the woman, alright. The woman who's supposed to collect this, right, the kerosene. If them give her 350 years of prison, you know what impact that will have on gun running in Jamaica? Zero. You don't need to be Albert Einstein to figure out that woman is nobody in the system. Nobody. She's a lackey. Right? She just turn up, pick up and move on. Give her 300 years now. You are 300 years and see what impact it have. Zero. So me say, when it comes down to bringing down these networks, is either them can't do it or them don't want to do it. I want to tell the two. Set up a sting operation. Track the barrel. When you say movie, well guess what? Is either you can't do it or you don't want to do it. All 2021, that's the energy me I deal with. If you say to a woman, say, you want curry chicken back and white rice, and she start tell you about, well, you know, that's unrealistic, it's not like in the movies. Listen, it's either you can't do it or you don't want to do it. Either you can't cook or you don't want to cook, one of them. Let's talk about the word unrealistic, shall we? When somebody tells us something is unrealistic, what they really mean is unrealistic for them. It's like somebody said to me, say, Sir P, go and run 100 meters in 9.8 seconds. I would say, 9.8 seconds, this is not a movie. That's unrealistic. You know why? Because it's unrealistic for me. Because me can't do it. It's not unrealistic for Johan and Asaf for them. It's not unrealistic for you seeing them. So when a man tell about unrealistic, and it's unrealistic for him. So I really tell them, I tell you point blank, say, can't manage the work. Can't manage the work. That him I say to you. Can you carry a mechanic? And after I make you spend much money and buy much parts, and I'll know the sound where you can't fix. I'm gonna tell you about, you know, why finding a sound and fixing a sound is unrealistic, you know. You know when me let's say, you can't do it. Is it that you can't do it, I'm the one to do it. Stop wasting time and stop wasting money. The man I tell you say you can't manage the work. That he mean by it unrealistic. Before me even finish the video, I have to touch on the wharf. Let me tell you something. Enough of the staff will work out of customs and wharf and them places. Enough of you might not bust no gun. You might not lock no ends and fire no rifle. But don't be confused. Don't be mistaken. You play a major role in crime. I talk about the one them way, obviously, a link with these gun runners. There's a reason why man stuff gun in a barrel and send go off. Now you know why? Because what are the odds you think a man does stuff a barrel full of gun and send it go off and think say yeah, it does get through. Knowing say don't go off it, the barrel might get x-ray, the barrel might get searched. We don't hear about gun finds every day. We don't hear about gun finds at least every other day. So why a once a blue moon and most of the big ones them my uncle some find them on films. So you know why? Because when the man them send the gun in from foreign through the wharf, them already have a link in a wharf who them know say that barrel and them a go search and them a go make it go through. For them link in a wharf will specifically pick out for them barrel and make for them barrel go through. And see them people play a major role in a crime. They might not shoot nobody themselves. But you see them wanga gutedness, the money where they collect to make them gun slip through, when them 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 gun there dropping at 87 on, and people are drop like fly. Whatever I want to buy with the money where the gun runners and give you, I hope it's worth it. That's all I can say. Because I know I found the most time in the night time. Because I know which part of them gun there go and what them I go do. Sting operations and basic policing. What do you think when you hear me talk about? When, for example, you have a spot where every day people get robbed. Every day somebody get robbed at this exact spot. And you hear me say it already. Why JCF not just send a policeman down there in a plain clothes and make the man them, because them come every day, make them come rob the policeman them. So we can hear about him on the front page of the news. Basic sting operation. The man might drive on a taxi, right, and I take a young girl. Alright, get a female police officer. Right. Make she go which part of my target woman then. When she go in the car. When she go in the car, other police are go there. Right? As soon as them attempt, raid. It's risky, but guess what? High risk, high reward. JCF and Jamaican culture on a whole want very low risk with very high reward. We want to spend $2 and win 500 million. We want to buy one bottle of Pepsi, and when you screw off the cap, when you look underneath it, you see you've won $700 million. That culture is ridiculous. If you truly want to make headways, you have to take risk. And if policeman and policewoman are the force, we can't go upon a sting operation because they fear, so we not go upon that thing because suppose when time, then we are doing a police force. We are doing a police force. Get our next work. That come like when the JDS was them complain say sun too hot. And what next? You complain say bush a scratch you when you go a bush, when you go upon apps? It's a joke. It's better if you have a smaller motivated force than a big one when I have no motivation and no drive and no ideas. That's a fact. But as me say, we got them clear it up. Now we know it's asking for too much. Asking for them to quickly think on them feet when them can't control all the variables. You know, when them can't set up a controlled delivery. Before me finish the video, alright, since them have control delivery, where are the examples of the control deliveries then? Where are the examples of them carrying out these control delivery? Right, with them set it up from start to finish. Where are these examples? Can somebody point me to them? Regarding gun running? You know, to be honest, back in the day, I used to think say it's only the biggest of the biggest criminals used to send gun coming to Jamaica. But now that I've been infiltrating certain systems and getting to know how certain gangs operate, I get to realize say any man got foreign, have a little one link and send gun to Jamaica and get them through off. I don't know, high level nothing. It's not a high level nothing. Right. Regular people. Regular man who sit up on corner, go foreign, get her money, and start sending back beer gun in the country. And while we're on the subject of sending back guns, tomorrow I have a big video. Big video because we talk about somebody who sending back guns into Jamaica was one of the main thing. Enough Jamaicans don't really know about him. Right. But his impact was lasting on Jamaica, even to this day. Tomorrow we're going to talk about him, so get to know T-Mugs ready. Link in the description. Patreon squad, big up on yourself. PIA, I don't know, more life. Vulture squad, stay circling. Bless.